Texas up in this thing. Beat you up on this game.
Wait is over. The wait is over.
Welcome back. This is commentary, so get out your filter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. It's your girl Nisha here back in the cut. Once again, you read the title, so y'all already know we get ready to discuss PValley, the finale, honey. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Oh, but before I get started, I want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. What up to all of my oldies? Y'all know I love having y'all here, tuning into my videos. All of it is greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this review. Now, y'all, we started off with Lil Murda. You know, he feeling himself because he just realized, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. People actually feeling, you know, it's one thing to hear Mississippi say, yeah, you know, they feeling you, Lil Murda, but it's another thing to be in a concert and they actually, well, hell, it is a concert at the Pynk, okay? Now, it's another thing to have people actually vibing to your shit, like they actually singing the words and they was feeling some type of way, okay? Not to mention, in a background, I say, honey, listen here. Listen here. Look how that girl, it's just art. Look at that. It's beautiful, honey. I said, now, if I could even grab the pole, I'd be happy with myself. Look at that shit there. Honey, listen. Y'all comment down below, let me know if y'all can do some shit like that, because I can't, okay? I even had the nerve, don't tell nobody. I had the nerve to buy something that they convinced me by this shit. You put it on the door, on your front door or something like that. And it's like a strap that you actually sit on and stuff like that, y'all. They say I can get some workout in on that too, honey. I had the nerve to buy it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'm trying to get up there where Mississippi is. M-I, crick leg, I, crick leg, I, humpback, I. I'm trying to get up there where she at, okay? Anyway, let's move on. So, you know, they meet up with this guy that was invited by Wody, which is Lil Murda's manager. And y'all see Baby Dad in the background being an old hating ass nigga and shit like that. So, they meet up with this guy because he is trying to get them signed. He say he's impressed by them. I think he's more impressed by Mississippi. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. But he seemed to be in love. Anyway, so he meets up with them. And he's, you know, gonna have a little meeting or whatever, so that way he can tell them, you know, yeah, I'm feeling y'all. I want to get y'all signed to this 360 deal. And as he talking about a 360 deal, I was like, well, shit, everything that I done read and all the videos I've watched tell me that a 360 deal is not a good idea. So why in the hell are you out here promoting it, and why are y'all happy to get it? I don't even understand. Y'all let me know. He comes down to the Pynk. Obviously, he's young. He ain't supposed to be there. But the reason why he came is because the guy, I think he was on lockdown, that actually saw it, Bowlegs. So he couldn't bring it to her. But y'all remember a few episodes ago, he saw the flyer. He's like, what the fuck? So he knows that it's her because he's been making these fake IDs for her. So he made one for this boy, sent him down there to the Pynk so that way he can get the message to Sadie's to tell her, look, your girl is actually missing. Well, as she's looking at, let me go back to the scene. As she's looking at the flyer, she notices the ring. And that guy that's there has that same ring, the one that gave her the sex or whatever. So now she immediately knows, oh my gosh, she's in trouble. Mind you, she's sitting here with this guy. Now, Haley Autumn tried to give her $10,000 extra so that way she can get her gym back. She refused the money. Well, she's sitting here with this guy so that way he can invest in her. Well, he wants to invest in her ass, all right. Okay, he wants to put her into a condo, and he want to be able to come there whenever he pleases to get up in that thing whenever he wants to. Okay, he got some money. He has a wife, but she understands what he's doing, and she's cool with that. So his stipulations are either you let me be a partner, okay, or you come and you live this life. You come live this, you come live in my palace and you do shit like that. And she's like, I don't know if I want to do it. I hope she don't. She worth way more than that. If anything, should have just took the damn money that Autumn tried to give her ass, but she didn't want to do it. I understand. I understand. But I'm like, girl, I'd rather do that shit than what he trying to propose. So he over here showing his ass, y'all. Uncle Cliff went over there and, you know, being himself, his dramatic self, and just talking to them. And Lil Murda tells him we doing business, or we talking business. And Uncle Cliff was like, well, nigga, who you talking to? Like, we supposed to be good. You told me that you want people to know about us, that you're not afraid, and now you over here trying to act brand new because you sitting here with dude. Like, I don't appreciate. So that's when you saw him over here like, well, what the hell is going on? Everybody looking at each other like, why is he talking to Uncle Cliff like that? But Wody understands, because Woden already told him, you don't want this right here to mess up what you got going on. So you might want to leave dude alone, because he's gonna mess up your image, okay? So now he fighting between whether he love Uncle Cliff or he want to just be the hard knock nigga that he trying to portray himself to be, okay? But I didn't like the way he did that. Okay, moving on. So Uncle Cliff walks out. Of course, Uncle Cliff is upset about the situation. And that's when the dude, I guess the producer dude, makes a comment talking about, you don't know whether these niggas don't know whether they want to be women or men around here. All these F words, you know, and I'm like, and of course, you know, he's sitting there, Lil Murda sitting there trying to play hard and agree with the shit. And I'm like, man, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you over here sold her this story that you wanted to be with her and all this, and you was ready to come out, and I told you I wasn't fully convinced. And so now you're gonna act like this in front of the people? So now we're here and he wants to come when nobody around and he wanna try to apologize, but I was so happy that Uncle Cliff put his ass in his place. No, bitch, you good. You told me, LaMarcus told me that he was ready to come out to the public and to be free and just be able to be ourselves and love each other in public. But no, you want to sit here and do this to me? Nah, you good. We good on that. And I was happy about that. Moving on. So meanwhile, he over here sitting with her, telling her all this good stuff that he can do for her, and he trying to manage her and her baby daddy Derek in the background, constantly calling her name to where she gets pissed off and told him, you know, wait a effing minute, like, I'll be there when I'm there. And he's constantly nagging and shit. And now I get it, but then again, okay, first of all, he shouldn't have been there, but he trying to support her, but whatever. He shouldn't have been there. And why are you over here doing this? But that's how dudes are. You know, they get all jealous, especially the ones that tend to put their hands on women. They don't want their women talking to anybody else. And so that's what happened there. Moving on, y'all. So they're walking off. And then he pinned her ass up against the booth. And he's basically telling her that, you know, she don't need to be talking to him like that. She's gonna regret what she's doing. And she was like, am I gonna regret going home? And he was just like, just get your shit and come. And I'm like, girl, you need to get your balls together and you need to leave him. You don't need to continue to let him do that. And if y'all know somebody that's going through some shit like that, please help them to understand. Be patient with them, because it's not going to happen overnight, because they still feel like they're supposed to be there. They're supposed to love on them and all that type of stuff. But please help them get out that situation, because it's just frustrating as hell to watch. Okay, moving on. Now we here up in the one of the Pynk rooms, okay? One of the I can't remember what they call it, fantasy room. And she breaks his bottle and tries to stab him, but it didn't work because he's pretty good at dodging shit. And so because at this point he knows that she knows who Haley is, and now, okay, since you know, well, the bitch owe me some money, so she needs to pay up on my money or whatever. So she's trying to help defend her girl to Haley. So he sends her out because she's supposed to be going and getting the money and coming back. But instead of her doing that, he's in the background. He's talking to Mercedes, and he tells Mercedes, well, I hope you know that this is a real cold bitch. Yeah, she's easy to love, but she's also somebody that you're gonna end up hating, okay? Bitch left me lying in the kitchen floor, bleeding out. You know, she didn't even care whether I live or die. She didn't try to render no aid. She just took her baby and left. After I took them in to take care of them, she did that, and she took my money. She's a real cold bitch. And I'm really trying to figure out, does that really make her cold and somebody not to be trusted? Because she keeps having these like, she keeps having these flashbacks of you beating on her and stuff like that. And it seems to me like she took that money in order so she can move and go on about her life and try to make a better life, and she took her baby. And in the process, shout out to the person that told me, because I missed it, that her baby had drowned during the flood or whatever. But she took her baby and she went and did what she had to do to get away from your ass. So I don't think that make her a horrible person. However, in this scene, She was running. She was a leaving. I thought she wasn't gonna come back. Especially when she went over there and got in that car and she looked over there to the money. I didn't think her ass was gonna come back. I thought she was a goner. I did. I was like, that's some whole ass shit, Haley. But she ended up coming back. So let's move on, y'all. So I realized I ramble a whole lot. Okay, so moving on. So Uncle Cliff sees this go down in one of the fantasy restrooms. And he's like, oh, hold the hell on, not in the Pynk. So he goes and he gets everything that he needs, which is a gun, okay? He gets that. He calls for help and stuff like that because nobody was answering fast enough. Y'all know Diamond was preoccupied. Big L ass was over with White Boy trying to store some product or whatever. So they was all occupied. So Uncle Cliff said, I need to get over there and get my girl. I need to see what the hell is going on over here in my club. Okay, moving on. So they end up fighting, him and Uncle Cliff. And at some point, I don't know who shot who. Some point, blood ended up spilling under the door. And so now we know that somebody died out, or somebody either bleeding out real bad or somebody ended up dying. Okay, now moving on. So we sitting here. Now I was really shocked by this scene right here, y'all, because I didn't really understand why Mercedes would be back there saying that God is the God of second chances and trying to get her mama to give her a second chance. Now y'all remember that she told her mama that she was dead to her. So here, you know, when Mercedes sitting there in front of the door or whatever and she's crying, I'm like, girl, I'm trying to understand why. You know, at first I thought, well, maybe she's the one that killed him and she's trying to repent or whatever. But why to her? You could have went somewhere else, okay? Then I thought, well, maybe she wants to just make it right with her mom. But that's all fine and cute or whatever, but you can do that kind of from a distance. Like, you ain't need to go here and just fall to your knees to her because she done did some effed up things to you. And it's almost like, I want to equate this to people that are always being a bigger person and you never actually like hash out what the issue is. And so it's constantly you being a bigger person. Mercedes constantly being a bigger person, going back to her mama, constantly going back to her mama, but her mama never really realizing how much she done effed up or how much she done hurt her because she's never had to come back and apologize really for what she did. Yes, she did it when they was in jail, but that's some jailhouse talk. You know what I mean? She never really came back and had that, you know, that heart to heart with Mercedes. So I kind of felt like it was too soon to be trying to do that. And I didn't really understand the scene of her trying to come back and repent to her mama. And then she's outside of the gym that she done stole from you. Like, is that what you was trying to do? I didn't, for life of me, I couldn't really understand why that scene happened. And I was pissed off by the way that her mama just basically told, I'm dead till you remember, and just walked off and locked her out. And she beating on the door trying to get to her mama. I ain't like that at all. Okay, moving on. So now we're actually at the auction, and he has been given permission to spend up to $250,000, but he didn't know that red bitch was gonna be in the background with that moolah. Okay, so this told me right there that she probably successfully killed his ass this time. He probably gone now because she got the money. So so she's here and they're auctioning the you know, they're bidding on the Pynk or whatever. He bids and he's like bidding slow at first, like 60,000, 65,000, 70,000, because he ain't have no he didn't think he was gonna have any competition. Well, then she comes in, and that's when he's like, oh shit, like she got some money, like she over here bidding and stuff, and she bidding high, and she don't. Okay, cool. Now, this brought me back to last week when I told y'all that he should be careful telling him the granddaddy or goddaddy, goddaddy should be careful with telling him that he ain't want nothing to do with him, because for me, I wouldn't be motivated to try to help you. Okay, I would be ready to close that deal and actually walk away from the deal because I don't want shit to do with you no more. So this week, when the bidding is going on and the goddaddy is like, you need to bid higher, you need to do this. And I knew that her limit was $250,000 because that's how much she had in the bag. I knew that was her limit. He didn't know, but how the hell did she know what his limit was? I'm confused, okay? So as he's bidding, he gets on the phone and he's calling the investor, I guess, and trying to tell him, hey, you know, this is what's going on, or his client trying to tell him what's going on to get the permission to spend more money. There was a time where the guy's on hello, and he never responded to him. He just hung up the phone. And I'm like, oh, you letting her have it. Well, the reason why I feel like he was able to easily let her have it was because of the way that you treated him in the last episode. You shouldn't have done that shit. That's what your ass get, okay? That's what you get. Yeah, compromise everything, but at this point, I don't really think he is two dams, okay? When he realized he was going against that light-skinned, like Uncle Cliff said, that light-skinned girl, he knew he wasn't gonna go that hard on him. So anyway, he tries to get up there and say, oh, you need to have all the money in order for you to bid. That is the rules. That's policies. So she come up there, I got it all, boo. What you talking? So he mad. Oh well, he'll get over it. I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen in season 2. Last clip is where they're all sitting in the Pynk. They getting ready for opening day or opening time. And now she's partners with Uncle Cliff and Mercedes. I think Mercedes has come back, and I think she's gonna be a stripper again because it's safe. With that said, y'all, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. I gotta go spend a little bit more time on this video than I thought I would. However, I do appreciate you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to get into the comments and let me know what y'all think about the video as well as the episode. Do y'all like the finale? Are you looking forward to season 2? All right, until next time, bye.
I'm ready to go. This tea is super hot. I'm about to rush.